welcome. And it's quite interesting as kind of I do these classes each week. I wake up on a Wednesday morning thinking, what should we do for the class? And yet it's already kind of there. It kind of just seems to appear now. And so the 3 words in my head, it was 3 words. What was it last time? Last time it was rocks in the river, 4 words last time. And this time it was keep it simple. So for some reason the word keep it simple was in my head this morning. And it really made me think about when I kind of first started meditating. I was very fortunate. I was 14 years old, the only brown-skinned person in a school in Rochdale of 1,300 people, mostly Rochdale Football Club supporters, it seemed, as well. And I used to live in the library to kind of keep out of everybody's way and to kind of have some space for myself. It was a strange existence, but I read lots of odd books. For some reason, our librarian liked to expose us to quite strange books, or I seem to find these books, things like Wilhelm Reich and stuff like that. And one day, I was looking at my kind of usual patch of shelf. There seemed to be kind of a patch of shelf where I like to look. And this book appeared called The Gradual Awakening by Stephen Levine. And strangely, when I thought of keep it simple this morning, I just wanted to kind of touch that book. So I went and got it off my shelf and just kind of went out for a coffee and had a look at that. And so this class is kind of inspired by Stephen Levine, really, who I owe everything to in some ways. Otherwise, I would not, quite literally, would not be sitting here without stumbling across that book. So thank you, librarian. Thank you, Stephen Levine. And it's amazing how things just appear in your life when you need them. And I won't talk too much at this bit, and I'll kind of talk a bit more in the middle. Just what this first practice is really, I've written down, this is not what he calls it, but I've called this first bit the touchstone of the breath. And it's not somewhere it's not a practice I normally do myself, but it was my first practice, as it were. So it's a bit like kind of, my first, I can't think, my first Sony or something like that. Oh, somebody coming in. Oh, hello.
I think I'm in the wrong room looking for the council meeting.
No.
Thank you anyway.
Yeah. They could all come in. Yeah, keep it simple. Yeah. And it just, there are lots of different ways of coming at meditation. The way I tend to come at it is, I tend to say every week, is I kind of almost can't be bothered with things that have techniques in them at all, and I want to get sort of straight to it. And the sort of the point of meditation is this, so let's get to that thing, and all kind of stuff is kind of leading to that. But it's okay, on days where we're frazzled, or we've had a really rotten day, or somebody's had a go at us, or myriad other things, or just because it's actually, we need a technique, we need a road in, to kind of have something a bit more tangible, rather than just kind of just sitting and being in one's being, as it were, which can look like we're doing nothing at all, actually, because meditation isn't doing, it's being. And for a lot of people, that makes it very difficult, because we're so used to doing, and we're told that our lives are about doing rather than being, and then doing arising and naturally, in a more natural way, and we move out into the world from the truth of ourselves. So sometimes we just need a little hook. So I was looking at Stephen Levine and kind of looking at his kind of first meditation in there, and this is not that, but it's similar kind of thing. I was just sort of thinking, well, how would I present a similar idea, really? So what we'll do is we'll sit for 20-25 minutes, and there'll be a bell every 5 minutes, which is just to kind of keep us, connected. So if we get lost at all, you just use the bell and come back to it. And it will begin with 3 bells and end with 3 bells. That's it. And in terms of, is the incense getting your throat?
No, I don't think it's the incense.
I can just put it out.
No, I think it's okay.
In terms of sitting and so on, just make sure you're comfortable and that, that you can kind of sit up nicely. And eyes open or closed is absolutely okay. So whatever works better for you, really. There's no more to say about it than that, really, because I'm going to keep it simple. Because I always talk far too much. So it's also part of that. So I was going to read us a poem. That's it. I like to read a poem. And we found this yesterday. This is probably my favourite poetry books in the world. It's a collection, an anthology put together by the late, great, he was Romanian, but he lived in Poland most of his life, and then, for the first part of his life, and then moved to Berkeley in California, and he won the Nobel Prize for Literature, Czesław Miłosz, whose poems about the Second World War, if you ever want to read incredible poems about the Second World War, they're just astonishing. And he was a huge inspiration to Seamus Heaney, if anybody likes Seamus Heaney. If you want to see the roots of Seamus Heaney, Milosz is your guy. So this is a poem by Rumi, of all people. Tiny thing. Out beyond ideas of wrongdoing and right doing, there is a field. I'll meet you there. When the soul lies down in that grass, the world is too full to talk about. Ideas, language, even the phrase each other doesn't make sense anymore. So, if we've had a frazzling day, we'll head off to a field where we leave our wrongdoings and our right doings behind, and we'll let go of our ideas and our language and each other, and just be together in a field of meditation and love. Just letting ourselves arrive. Being aware of the time of day and the room that we're in. Letting go of where we've come from, who we've come from. And just having a sense of gratitude for giving ourselves this time to take care of ourselves, and by that taking care of ourselves and loving ourselves enough, everybody around us benefits, and then that spreads out into the world. Noticing your mental, your emotional states, and just noticing them. Not trying to change them or push them in any direction or indulge them any further, just noticing what they are. State of the mind, state of your heart, what your breathing is like, how your body feels. Letting everything just settle down a bit. Noticing your breath. And just for the next few breaths, with each out breath, just let yourself relax a little bit more, as if the layers are coming off. The layers of the day. Letting your body relax. Shoulders, back, lower back, legs, feet, back of your head, your face and your jaw. Eyes, nice and light, soft. Cheeks. Letting the tongue relax. And relaxing inside as well. Letting any pressure go. Still aware of our breath. It's coming and going as it will. How it breathes the body rather than us breathing. I'm beginning to notice where the breath enters and leaves the body, without any force at all. Just gently moving the attention there. Feeling the whole breath moving your body in the inhale and the exhale. Light as possible. Yet absolutely tangible. Each breath that rises and falls, that moves our body, is a unique moment of life. And this is where we live, moment to moment, breath to breath. Letting go of everything from the day, all the voices, all the people, the judgments and the criticisms, our idea of who we are, and just being with this moment-to-moment awareness. If there's anything stuck in the mind, anything that we're not letting go of, just allow forgiveness in and come back to the breath. Not pushing away, not changing. Caring for ourselves with as much love and forgiveness as possible. Keeping the attention on the breath by breath, moment to moment nature of our life. As the breath becomes more subtle, we move into inner space. Sense of completeness, wholeness, flowering, energy. Letting go of attachment to thought, as if they were just bubbles rising up and passing away. Letting go of the emotions in the same way. Just this sense of self and breath. not making any choices, not creating anything. Just the breath, rising and falling. Choiceless awareness. And the sense of who you are. Checking back in with your body. Shoulders relaxed. Face relaxed. Ears relaxed. Eyes soft. Stomach soft. Legs relaxed. Just present and breathing. Observing how we can notice our mind. How the planning mind tries to arise, the judging mind, and how we just let it pass like bubbles, like traffic on the highway. Allowing yourself to not be disturbed by the sounds in this building. Just noticing the sounds in this room, the sound of my voice, the bell dying away. Sounds from outside, the river. In this field outside of our wrongdoings and our right doings. No harm will come to us. Just let the sounds go as if they were bubbles too. And they're going about their own business. And you are present, caring for yourself. Experiencing the love that you are, the beauty of your own life, this precious breath by breath existence. The luxury of it and the beauty of it. Sounds arise and pass. And every sound, no matter how constant or insistent it may seem, can only exist because of silence. So just let yourself hear the silence behind the sounds. And the pressure fades away. We keep our delicate attention on the breath. If we stray, if we get lost, if mind suddenly grips or takes over, if we feel like we should be doing something, we just return to the feeling of the breath entering and leaving the body, the natural rise and fall in the body. And this spot, this place, where the breath comes and goes. Where does the breath come and go? Easy in your body, easy in your mind, easy in feeling. Beauty, light, creativity. This is what we are. This is what you are. And breath. From that breath, from that creativity, from the act of creation that you are, is your body. And the movements of your life radiating out from there. Uncreated. Just here. Staying with the breath, easy in the body, and letting go of everything we think we are into the breath. Our work, our roles, our name. All of these are outside of the breath. Outside of being. We move through these things, but they are not who we are. We are this moment-to-moment awareness. The breath rising and falling. This simplicity. Available to us at all times. Nothing to do to obtain it. Moment to moment. Breath to breath. The thread of life. Easy, open awareness. Full of possibility. And the more we let go of who we think we are, the more of who we really are comes through. Being aware of your body, easy and relaxed, the breath coming and going, and perhaps now just paying a little bit more of attention to your in-breath. Feel yourself in this room, aware of the sounds outside, aware of your body and how it feels, aware of where you are, and just letting a thought of gratitude drop into your being for the life that you have, for the person that you are, for the love that you have for yourself in taking care of yourself in this way, by returning to the truth of being. And understanding how everybody in the world benefits from you caring for yourself like this. Your family, your friends, people that you will meet in passing, and how that effect will radiate out through them into the people that they meet and they love. All without effort. All with just breathing and being. And love. And when you're ready, just be aware of the room and where you are, and let yourself be back.